So the two AI SEO websites I've recently created, you saw this one and this one. I created them both live on my YouTube channel, and you can see the traffic is going up really nicely. Now, one of the main contributors towards that is actually building backlinks to these websites. And you can see from this list and this one that we are literally getting tons of backlinks coming in. And the best thing is they're coming in on autopilot. So today I'm going to teach you how I automate my link building process and some of the mindset switches that most people struggle with. And I want to also dispel some of the BS that comes along with link building, because a lot of people say it doesn't work anymore, or you can't get backlinks for free, outreach doesn't work, etc. Or you need niche relevant backlinks only. I'm going to dispel all the myths of that and show you exactly what works for me, because as you can see, these are brand new websites. They're already getting hundreds of clicks every month. And this is just by automating a ton of content. I didn't edit any of the content. It's all created with AI. All the link building was automated using software. And if you have the right systems, you can get as many backlinks as you want. It doesn't have to be hard, and you don't have to overcomplicate it. So first of all, I want to talk you through some of the backlinks we built and how it worked, right? So if we look at Fogel Thunderland, you can actually check the DR right here in this column for each backlink that we built. And the average in total was an average of DR49. So you don't need crazy high domain rating websites, aka high authority sites, to build links from. DR50 is high, but it's not super high. It's not unattainable. And that's the main thing. With link building, you want to keep a balance between being realistic with the amount of backlinks you can get and making sure you have enough prospects to get backlinks from, but then also balancing that with making sure that you're not building tons of spammy links. Like, for example, you can see in this list right here, we haven't built a single backlink below DR20. And I think that's the main compromise you have to do with link building, is the fact that you can't go too low. Otherwise, you don't have enough power to boost your rankings. But at the same time, you can't go DR70 or DR80 only, because you wouldn't have enough prospects to build links from. And this is just what works for us. You can see the impressions, the amount of traffic, and this is for a brand new site. So it's still in the sandbox period. You can see for this site, it's just come out of the sandbox period. It's already had over 10,000 impressions, 250 clicks in its first month. That is not bad at all. So let's talk about what's working. And this is basically the 4-step process that we use to get backlinks. The first step is to find relevant authoritative articles that mention our niche. So if we look at the list of backlinks we've got so far, you can see that we're getting backlinks from websites that have talked about birds, and we're building those to our website that talks about birds. So these are contextually relevant articles. Now, one of the things that I want to mention here is that if you go after only niche related articles, for example, websites that are specifically in your niche, you wouldn't have any backlinks to build. I mean, for example, how many German sites like Fogel Thunderland are getting traffic, authority, and would be willing to link to me? Basically, no one. And that's why you need to focus on contextual relevance, aka people have mentioned your topic but don't normally talk about it, versus niche relevance, which is websites only specifically in your industry, talking about industry topics in your niche. Big difference, and it makes all the difference, because you have to widen the net to find enough websites that can potentially link to you and have all the attributes that you require. So that is step one. Find relevant authoritative articles who mentioned our niche. The second step to build all these backlinks was to prospect them and filter them based on our 50-point checklist. And this is basically what my link building agency uses for all of our clients. And with very strict link building prospecting criteria, you can see, for example, we avoid all of these things. We make sure the anchor text is very relevant. We have all these guidelines in place to get the best quality, contextually relevant links possible. Because otherwise, if you don't do any filtering, you're just going to get a bunch of spam to your website, and you don't want that. Then the third step is we automated the email outreach with Pitchbox. Now, Pitchbox is a software which basically sends out all the link building outreach emails, contacts loads of websites, asks them for a backlink. Some people call it begging. Honestly, for me, I just think if no one knows about you, no one's going to link to you and you won't get any backlinks. And that's why 90% of the internet struggles with this. But essentially, you can automate it with software like Pitchbox. You could use Lemlist or Hunter if you can't afford Pitchbox. You could send the outreach messages manually if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend that because it's going to be very time consuming. And we wanted to automate the whole link building process so that when these emails are fired out to people, we get backlinks on autopilot. And that's basically it. And then the fourth step was just to watch the backlinks roll in. Now, in this process, sometimes we have to negotiate, we have to find a win-win deal with other websites, and that might be offering a backlink in return. It might be offering a social media promotion. It might be offering a payment for a backlink because it's their time, their real estate, their team, their expenses, and any backlinks a website builds for you will cost some money. But essentially, you have to negotiate with them and find the right deal for you. And that's essentially how we're getting backlinks on autopilot to both of these websites created with AI. And just in case you're wondering whether it actually works for every website, you can see we do the same process for Chipper Birds, and it's gone from this to this. You can see the same process for Julian Goldie. The traffic has significantly increased this year because of the amount of backlinks we're building to it. It's a DR49 right now. And this process just works. We do it for 130 clients. What I will say is with link building outreach, it is 100% a grind, right? So when you're building backlinks from other websites, you have to be consistently sending outreach emails every single day. You should be tracking all of your metrics, for example, your open rates, response rates, how many backlinks you got, what the average DR of those backlinks are, because without the numbers, you can't tweak and improve the process. And that's why in my free ChatGPT course, we track all the key metrics. So you can see we've got this template. I've included it in my free ChatGPT course. And each week we make sure we measure how much we spent on backlinks, what the DR of the website is, how many backlinks we've built. Because if you don't have the numbers, you don't know the score and you can't iterate and improve. So if you're struggling with link building, just remember it is a grind. It might take you 30 or 60 days before you get your first backlink in, and it has to be done consistently, but eventually you're going to get the backlinks you need. And when you do, you can see you'll get a very nice graph like that, where if you've targeted the right keywords and you've created the right content, your traffic is going to go up. Bear in mind, what I love about this case study is that no one knows Discovery Aves or Fogo Funderland as a brand, right? These are unknown websites. It's not like you're building backlinks for a big brand or a commonly known name. Outreach works for pretty much any brand. You don't have to be a big potato to attract some links to your website. Now, if you're wondering exactly how to build backlinks to your website, you can actually see this whole video right here, my free AI link building secrets video, which basically walks you through the process, and I actually created the campaign live in that video. And you can see I created the link magnet right here, which is basically the asset to attract all the backlinks to my website. So if you look at the links that have come through, for example, like this one, this one, this one, and this one, all of these backlinks have come through to a linkable asset on our website that attracts backlinks. Now, why do you need a linkable asset? Well, basically, this acts as a magnet to get more backlinks to our website. Why? Because the content is very well referenced. It was all created with AI, but mainly using Perplexity to get tons of sources in the content. And you can see it's nicely designed. It's got some nice headers, etc. It's very comprehensive. It's also got some nice tables in there. And basically, all the content on this page is optimized so that when website owners scroll through it and they're having a look and they're thinking, right, should I link to this or should I not? Well, they can see it's very well referenced. They can see it's comprehensive. It's probably better than most people who reach out to them. And therefore, they're very likely to link to this page. And this is a process that you can rinse and repeat across all of your websites. And some people watching this might say, well, I want higher authority websites. I want other big sites to rank to me. Well, here's the thing. If you get backlinks from some of the highest traffic websites in the world, for example, like Forbes, you can see they've linked to me in this article, right? Let me zoom in a little bit there. But the biggest problem with that is it's totally useless. Why is the link useless? Because it's no follow. So there's a little piece of code right here that says no follow, rel equals no follow right there. And big websites with a lot of authority typically no follow most of the links coming out of their site. Why? Because they don't want to send all their link juice out to tons of sites who are just trying to get backlinks and improve their rankings. So that's why I focus on lower authority sites as well. It's simply because I can get backlinks from Forbes, but they don't help me. They don't improve my SEO at all. And they're not going to improve my rankings with no follow links. So that's why it's much better to get links from sites like these. Now, one little tip I want to give you when you're building links, for example, like this website is linked out to Focal Funderland here. One of the most important parts of prospecting and getting backlinks is making sure that the site actually gets traffic. Now, traffic estimates are off on Ahrefs. So if you see a site with 2,000 traffic, actually it could be like 4,000 or 5,000 traffic or more. But the main thing is that you do see at least 500 traffic from that site or more from the whole domain. Why is that? Because if it doesn't get any traffic, then that's a sign that Google doesn't value it and doesn't see it as an authority. So if you're looking at link building prospects, but they don't have any traffic, that's not a good sign. You can get a few of those links, but I wouldn't recommend building tons of backlinks from sites with no traffic because they don't have any authority. And if they don't have any authority, then that doesn't pass any link juice to your site to boost its rankings. Now, one thing I want to address as well, the elephant in the room, is the fact that these websites don't get a massive amount of traffic, right? So, for example, this website in its first month is getting 255 clicks. But here's the thing, it's all about progress. And if you have a brand new website, you're not going to get tons of traffic at first, but it's like the snowball effect where you're pushing the snowball down the hill. And as you build more backlinks, you get more momentum, you get more traffic, you get terrible drawings like this. But essentially, every backlink you build compounds your website and builds more authority. And the more authority you get as a website, the more traffic you get, the better your rankings are, the easier it is to rank the rest of your content. And this is all about progress. Month one, you're up here. Month two, the compound effect gets a little bit larger. And after a few months of link building, your traffic just keeps building, your momentum keeps building, and your keywords start ranking nicely. Now, one of the cool things about this website is you can see that a lot of its keywords are already on the first page of Google. And one thing I would point out with this whole link building strategy is the fact that all of these keywords are super low keyword difficulty. So you can see the keyword difficulty here, 0, 0, 0, 0, etc. And basically, if you combine low competition keywords with natural, relevant, authoritative backlinks, you get results like this extremely quickly, even if you're a brand new website. And a lot of people ask me, how quickly can you get results with link building? Or how quickly can you get results with SEO? Well, as you can see right here, if you have the right strategy in place from day one, you can scale fast. And as long as you're making progress each month, as long as you're growing by 10, 20, 30% every month, the results of this whole campaign are going to compound really fast. And that's basically it. You've learned the process for link building. You've learned how we prospect. You've learned the sort of results you can get from link building, and how long it actually takes to get results too. And one final thing I want to say is that if you're a foreign website, getting English backlinks, like you can see this is all from English websites right here. Well, English link building to foreign websites works because it gives you more prospects to get backlinks from, because you can get links from German and English websites. And if you have more link building options, then link building as a result will become a lot easier because it's just a numbers game. On top of that, most German or Spanish websites don't even know what link building is, let alone how to build links in English. So it's a competitive advantage if you can use a process like this to get you better results. And bear in mind, this is just with a website that we automated with AI, didn't do any editing on the content. Both sites got approved for ads by Google AdSense and Zoic, and then we automated the whole link building strategy. So from start to finish, very little work has been done on the website, and it's already getting awesome results. So that's it. If you want to learn more techniques like this to grow your website with AI and ChatGPT and get improvements in your rankings, get more leads, traffic, and sales from Google, then make sure you check out my free course. The link is in the comments, and I will include the 50-point checklist for link building that we use for our own clients so that you can use this to prospect for yourself and get the best backlinks possible so that you can get more traffic and boost your rankings and make it easier to rank your content. And let's be honest, this is the hardest part of SEO because 90% of websites struggle with link building. So if you can build backlinks and you can prospect in the right way, using the checklist I'll share with you in my free course, then you'll get better rankings. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks.